Good morning, everybody. It's Jerry and Marianne.
Good morning. We're here at the Chesapeake Bay Coffee Shop in Northeast Maryland, down on Main Street. And today we're going to talk about getting out of the comfort zone. Sound good?
Right.
All righty.
So, being inside your comfort zone, what is that? Being inside your comfort zone is where you naturally are. Your brain doesn't like change, so it's going to keep you in a state, in a habit of doing the same thing over and over again. Your needs are met. There's no stress inside your comfort zone. Your brain responds to that habit that repeats itself, and it recognizes that it's surviving in that mode. Your brain is also very lazy because it is so occupied all day long doing what it needs to do to keep you living and occupied and everything, that it has no intention to do anything different. So if you want to change, if you want something, you have to make it happen. You kind of have to tell your brain what you want it to do.
That's true. And there's a saying that says nothing. What is it? Everything happens outside of your comfort zone,
Absolutely.
Right? Isn't that what the saying is?
Yes.
I believe that's what it is. And it's the truth, because we get into habits, we get into daily routines, we even get into just like the same old thing with relationships, with our job, where things become stagnant and we don't even identify that something is stagnant because it's just this daily routine. And one day you wake up and you realize, I have kind of even lost myself. Is this the job I wanted?
Right.
Is this the way I wanted my relationship to move forward? Am I doing those things that 10-year-old inside of me, had envisioned myself doing as a adult? And all of a sudden we're adulting, as my kids call it. What the heck's that, adulting?
Who wants to adult?
I just thought you grew up. I mean, gradually. I mean, I never thought that there was a term for this, adulting. Did you guys ever hear about that? My kids say it all the time. But anyway, but I do understand that sometimes you wake up all of a sudden one day and all those dreams and all those things that you had envisioned yourself doing, you're not doing. It doesn't mean you're unhappy.
Right, no.
But you also have somewhere lost that excitement. Does that make sense?
So how do you get outside your comfort zone? What are those steps in order to get outside of your comfort zone? First of all, you do have to take a look at where you are. Kind of evaluate where you are in your life. Find out, are you where you want to be? Are you not? You may have to make some goals in order to get to where you want to be. So write them down. Make a list. Make a list of what's important in your life. Make a list of the things that maybe you could do away with.
Yes, and look at it in the major areas. I mean, like when I think of major areas, I don't know, I think of my career, my job. We spend more time at our jobs or at our careers or whatever we're doing to make money or to make ends meet than anything else we do. So definitely, is that something that you are stagnant with, that it's time to make a change? The other major areas, your relationships. Nobody has to go, leave their family and run away. I mean, that's not it. Or go look for another spouse. I mean, we're not saying do crazy things unless you're in a very bad situation. But never leave your kids.
But relationships, your friends, your family.
Your friends, yes. What about your circle of influence? Is your circle of influence, as the years have developed, has that circle of influence been something that you have found serves you and raises you up? Or is your circle of influence a group of people that are keeping you, capped off and maybe even bringing you down? Some people, when you hang around with some people, they don't want to see you excel. They don't want to see, it sounds really terrible, but it's the truth. They feel threatened by any growth that you have. So you can keep those people in your life, but you have to learn how to step out of your comfort zone and make sure that their influence isn't holding you back. So that's another thing. Look at your passions, look at your hobbies. All the major, your finances, are your finances where you want them to be? Is your health where you want it to be? All of those major areas need to be evaluated. And then, like Jerry said, make a kind of a where I am and where I want to be list. and then see where you want to get out of the comfort
and that
zone.
can be very overwhelming. So you
God.
may just need to make one change at a time. Your brain really will freak out, if you start to make too many changes. So one change at a time, one area at a time. Give it time to have that change occur. And again, people around you may be a little uncomfortable with your changes, especially if you're making all those changes at once.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Talk about getting uncomfortable. You'll fail if you try to do too much at one time. But
So keeping the people around you that are going to support you, that are going to love you, and they're not going to care about the different things that you may be doing and stepping outside your comfort zone.
and they're going to help you laugh at your failures and clap for you when you succeed, because when you're stepping outside your comfort zone, obviously it's extremely uncomfortable. I mean, there's several things over the last 4 or 5 years that both of us have challenged ourselves with and done, and some of them have been great successes, and other ones, we've had some funny flounders.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you've seen some of them.
As
so.
you've seen a lot of them on. This has been
Good morning,
one of the
Jen.
most challenging. Hello, Jen. Oh my gosh. And but you fall forward. You keep falling forward, and don't let it pull you back into that old routine, and don't let people pull you back into that old routine.
Yeah. So what have you done differently, or what's occurred in your life from stepping outside your comfort zone?
Well, the most major thing I have done over the last 4 years was obviously that career change that I've had. And so due to the career change, that has caused me to have more friends, and actually got Jerry and I a little bit, closer together, even though we had been friends for a long time. But it really, I've spoken in front of groups of people that I never imagined.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was asked to speak in front of 1,000 people, and that was very out of my comfort zone, but it was one of the most
She did great.
a very rewarding experience, something that I never thought that I could do, and a challenge. Lost sleep over it, but then after it was done, it was the best thing, one of the best things I've ever done.
I know that I and you have traveled more. We've got to go to different places that we haven't been. We've seen, met so many different people, seen so many different people, heard from so many different speakers, and, and just
gosh.
wonderful life experiences that
we've been
had.
to California and Arizona, and where else have we been? Las Vegas,
Texas,
and it's several
Vegas.
different places in all of those different states.
Getting ready to go to Nashville.
Getting ready to go to Nashville. And it's another thing with getting outside of your comfort zone. I heard someone say the other day that they don't like to travel, or they won't travel without their husband because they're afraid. They're afraid of getting in the airport. They're afraid of doing this, that, and the other thing. By traveling, the more you do it, the more comfortable you are. And then you can just go and travel. You realize it's not that big a deal. I just left and went to Portland with my daughter. I wouldn't have been able to do that had I not 4 years ago gotten out of my comfort zone and started traveling. Actually, Jerry kind of taught me what to do, and now I'm good at it. So, speakers. My God, we have seen some amazing speakers. Tony Robbins,
Yep.
Les Brown, John Assaraf, Mark Victor Hansen, who wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul. Chicken Soup for the Soul. Can I have my coffee cuppy yet? We have, but we have so many. Who else? Joe Dispenza, the guy that's all about the brain. We have heard so many different speakers. So, between traveling, meeting new people, improving our finances because of our business, improving our health because of our business, meeting new friends, getting out of your comfort zone changes everything for a positive.
And I know for me, doing these Facebook Lives, coffee talks, has been way outside of my comfort zone. But I have enjoyed every day and every moment of it, every time that we get together to do this. So, just to kind of commemorate that and our coffee shops, I got you a little something.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. What is this? You never know what she's going to bring me, because she is so much fun. I mean, you guys, you have to understand that this girl...
I'm going to move this back a little bit.
She is the fun one in this relationship. I don't know about you, Jason. Do you think the same thing about her?
Is he still
Is she
there?
coming? Coffee shop club. Oh, my God. Do you have one?
I don't know if you can say. Can you say it?
Kitty, let's...
It says coffee shop chicks.
Coffee shop chicks. I yelled club. Coffee shop chicks. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Hugging. That's another thing that used to be outside the comfort zone. I hug now. All right. Thank you very much, dear.
I hope you guys have a good day. See ya.
Bye-bye. Great.